Hey!
Oh, we're starting? Alright!
Reviews.
Back up in here, yo!
Spoilers in your face! Haha, I stole your line.
Spoilers in your face!
I just said that.
I still say
And how does it end? Ha! Come on, dude. Anyways, we're about to do. He doesn't look happy. Alright, I'll do it by myself. Disappear then. Alright, so, good boys. This got back.
Spoilers in the face!
Alright, so, how does it end? I know everyone wants to know.
Sex swing.
There is a sex swing in the ending of this film.
That's how it ends.
Ironically, wow, that's all I can say about this movie.
That's how you know the arc of growth. It ends with them playing on a sex swing.
Yes, because I think it's an actual regular swing.
An indoor swing.
And he's like, my parents love to play. I can't believe how much they like to play. And then his younger sister from the trailer comes in and is like, that's for sexting. People have sex on it. And they're like, oh, they're like, it all makes sense now. For some reason, it didn't make sense earlier.
Yeah.
But because his youngest sister said it, or his younger sister.
She knows what cocaine is.
Thanks to Dateline.
Yes.
Being bad boys for life.
Being bad.
So, basically, the whole premise of this film is Max wants to kiss this girl so bad.
Yes.
It's his always and forever that he's after. The middle kid, here, Thor, wants to be cool.
Yes.
That's
why he has an earring.
Which is odd because he's kind of cool in his own right. Like the kid can sing.
Yeah.
Right?
But
and for whatever reason,
people
that's
think
not what.
Because it's theater singing, so they don't think it's cool because he's in the theater.
Yeah. And then Lucas just wants to be friends with his homies, right? He just wants to be.
He likes following the rules. That's one of his main.
And
likes.
telling the truth no matter what.
He can't lie.
He cannot lie. He can lie for like a couple seconds.
But he's gonna tell the truth.
He's gonna tell the truth.
Yeah.
And he does. His parents are also getting a divorce.
Yes. Which you see it affects him. Where he's like, oh, we're getting divorced. What did you do?
That's the first thing Thor says. Which is terrible.
He's like, what did you do?
Now, for his divorce scenario, they throw in all the cliche things that you're not supposed to talk about or do for kids in divorce. They 100% do. He's like, nothing's gonna change. It's all gonna be the same.
We're still gonna do Taco Tuesdays? Well,
yeah, buddy.
Tuesday and then Wednesday.
So 2 Taco Tuesdays.
We're still gonna watch this. This Is Us?
Maybe we'll call it Wing Wednesday.
He's like, yeah, we're still watch This Is Us. But you have to watch it at your mom's house and then you have to watch it twice. The same episode twice.
But we're still gonna watch it. And he's like, oh.
Okay.
And he's like, veggie lasagna? Orange soda? Better not tell my parents. And they're both sitting there like, yeah. Apparently those were his 2 favorite things. And they only made them so they can tell them that they're getting a divorce.
And then they packed his lunch the next morning. It was donuts and soda. And he's
and a perfectly wrapped sandwich.
And they're like, this is the best lunch ever. Yeah. My parents are being really nice to me right now.
But he doesn't want to tell them. And then the next scene, he's at the choir practice.
Yeah.
Bawling his eyes out. And then they're like, what's wrong? He's like, this song always makes me really sad. And it's a very happy song. So, yeah, very hilarious. There's no them getting older scene. It's just them as children, basically 12-year-olds in 6th grade. It kind of covers the beginning of 6th grade to what might be the fall, maybe.
It goes through I think probably most part of the school year.
Yeah.
Because it shows how they kind of change and how he goes from kissing a girl to all of a sudden he has a girlfriend to another girlfriend.
And the reason why we say the fall is because they do make the mention that it's only been a month since they talked.
Yeah.
So I like how they do the real passage of time, but for children, right, or us as humans, like we always like discount the fact that a couple of days or a couple of weeks away from like your best friends could seem like forever.
Yeah.
To which, they make a good point at the end of the film, like to them it feels like forever.
It feels like forever. It's been a month and he's been through like 4 relationships in that time.
The dude's pulled off 2 musicals.
Yeah.
Lucas's character basically has become like the #1 hall monitor, like anti-bully stopping person like ever in the history of time.
Because he's big. Because looks like he should be in college.
Yes. Right? Right? Which someone does mistakenly like, hey, I remember you from econ.
What are these two kids doing here? Oh, you from econ. What's going on, man?
Oh man. They go to a college frat house to buy Molly.
Yes.
Which is part of the plot to get back the
drone.
To get a drone that was damaged, which the girls who had the Molly, who stopped their drone the first time, for whatever reason, they're like, well, we really want to get our Molly back, so we're going to go to the store that's closest to these kids and buy the drone, so they have to come through us to get the drone so we can get our Molly
back. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like you really spent money on a full drone to get your Molly back because that was easier than just going and buying
more drugs, I guess. So, yeah, it's so crazy. Now, despite all that, the only real issue I had with the plot was the part where they leave their bikes at the convenience store after they lock the cop in the convenience store momentarily with a 2-sided dildo.
Yeah, they lock him in because they freak out because they have Molly still, and then Thor's trying to steal a beer, so that kind of just freaks them out because Lucas has to tell everyone that, hey, I skipped school, hey, we have Molly, we have drugs. And the cop's like, I just want to go home. I'm off my shift. I'm tired. I don't really want to hear you that you skipped school and then now you have drugs.
And he turns around and it looks like he's calling backup or something. Apparently he's calling his girlfriend, who is a detective, and tells her, yeah, I don't want to have kids.
Yeah, after dealing with them, was like, yeah, I changed my mind. I don't want to have kids anymore.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Ridiculous.
Yes.
Ah, man. So, and then also... the arm, the dislocated arm.
Yes, so Lucas dislocates his arm riding a bike, trying to get away from the girl that's trying to have her Molly back.
One of the girls who wants the Molly, apparently she's like a track star, right?
Yeah, because she came out after him on the bike like Terminator, just focused and going, like, and Lucas is like, oh, they ain't catch us. Oh crap, she's right behind me.
With a little rearview mirror on his bike.
Yeah, which caused him to crash into a park bench, which sends him into a delivery truck, and it basically dislocates his arm.
Now, at first, the girl's like, oh, are you okay? And they're trying to get rid of her. So Max is like, oh my gosh, help us. We were trying to run away from our babysitter. She's trying to look at our penises. And she's like, wait, what?
I was trying to do that. Wait. And she just runs off.
She just takes off like, there's no coming back from that. And she literally dives into the SUV and they take off. It's hilarious.
Yes.
And then, everyone around him is kind of like shocked that his arm is dislocated.
Yeah.
And of course they use the web to figure out how to put his arm back into place.
Because they can't go to the hospital because they'll get in trouble because they don't know, if they have healthcare, or they just have a deductible.
Well, he has a deductible. Oh my goodness, that was funny too. So they pop his arm back into place.
Yeah.
Try to go buy the baby aspirin. They make a very good point of showing that these guys are still kids because they, number one, cannot open a childproof,
lid. Yeah, they can't open a childproof lid to save their life.
No. So, and it's chewable vitamin bottle.
Yeah.
So it's kid proof, so they can't get to it. And then the chewable aspirin still can't get into that either. And the store clerk was like, "You want help with that, buddy?"
And that's when the cop walks in.
And
they think the cop knows everything the second they walk in the door because they're so scared.
Like,
they think
that cop is acting really suspicious. And then Max is like, "Yeah, he's IFing us." And I was like,
like, he knows we did school. You gotta tell him he knows we have Molly. Like, we're fugitives.
Now, again, like I said, my only plot point with this one, I mean, despite everything else, the only thing I really had an issue with was after they leave the convenience store and they lock the cop in, using the two-sided dildo. They leave their bikes there. Like, they can't use
the
their
bikes are like
to
right
run away.
there.
I
They
don't
don't
know.
run away with the bikes.
Yeah, it's very
They
strange.
run away and then they have to run across the freeway.
Okay, so that decision leads to a funny plot point, but you don't really need to leave the bikes behind because there's no, got your getaway vehicle, right?
Yeah.
The kids, your getaway vehicle is a bike. Well, it would have been really funny, Seth Rogen, take some advice from me. You could have had a moment there where you kind of play off of E.T. You're welcome.
I'm going to try to jump the freeway?
Yes. And they all fall. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, like they fall into traffic. That and they bounce off the cars or something. That would have been kind of cool. That would have been kind of cool.
Now you're hurting kids.
They already dislocated their shoulder.
One, not all three.
They don't necessarily have to hurt them. They can just make it across the other side.
They're bouncing off cars on the freeway.
There's plenty of bad behavior in this film that kids should not imitate at all whatsoever.
I mean, finding sex toys, looking up porn on the internet, simple stuff that 12-year-olds do every day.
Oh, and so towards the end, they actually do get the drone back. He goes on the greatest man drone maneuvering ever. So he makes it all the way back to the house, and he's like, "Oh no, the windows are closed. How am I gonna get in?" They're like, "Oh, the chimney, go on the chimney." Goes down the chimney. He's like, "Oh no, I can't see anything."
Yeah, like the soot got on the camera.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Don't worry, guys. I know exactly where I am. I can do this blindfolded."
I know my house.
No.
And he just starts tearing everything up in the house, like cutting up the pillows, knocking down pictures, cutting down the chandeliers,
dropping into champagne,
just destroying the house, just wrecking the place. And
well,
then
he lands
it perfectly though.
And he's like, "Yeah, woo!" And they're all rejoicing. They're super excited.
And his dad walks in, and
he immediately gets a call.
Yeah, what the hell?
You're grounded.
He's like, "Dad, tell me you love me. I want to hear it." Click. Click.
Oh man, there's so many things could be said about that too. I totally feel like they have one of the
The dude was like, "I still love you because you're my kid, but I don't like you anymore."
I don't like you anymore. Oh man, if you're a parent or you've had to be parental to any of nephews, nieces, or your own kids, you know that's a moment sometimes where you're like, "I still love you, but what you just did, I don't like you in this moment." So that part's very relatable. Anything else you want to discuss for spoilers?
I think we covered pretty much most of it. I mean, sex toys.
Without giving away the entire film.
Without giving away the entire film and all the nice jokes that are in there, but yeah, it's good. From the beginning, we start off with the dead and that awkward conversation till the end with the sex swing. It keeps going.
And going, and going, and going, and going, and going, and going. It's literally joke after joke. There were some points in the film. Agree or disagree. There were some points in the film for me, they made the audience laugh so much I couldn't hear the next joke sometimes.
Yeah. There's a couple of jokes, probably things said right after that you don't hear because you're laughing at the first joke. Or it's carried over so long that you've missed probably 2-3 jokes after that because you're still laughing at one joke that just happened.
Yeah, there's a scene where the girls come back from their Kendrick Lamar concert high off Molly.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Groceries, I'm going to make us some grilled cheese." And at first I thought they said groceries until later on. And I'm like, oh, okay. But it was because the laughter was so loud from that scene. It was just a lot.
Like, go up and sing for us. Go sing for us. Lucas is like, hold on. So I'm not getting the grilled cheese? Hold on a second before we do anything else.
Lucas wants his grilled cheese, yo.
Don't tip me with a good time now. I need that grilled cheese.
There are a couple trailer moments that were clearly filmed just for the trailer. However, the trailer moments that people are laughing at that I think are hilarious, those are small bits of this film.
Yes.
That is not the entire film. That's not the case with this. This film is very funny. There are no end credits.
Yeah.
So don't stick around for that. No end credits. So Yeah, I think that covers it for me.
Pretty much covers it for me.
Thank you guys once again for all the likes, the subscribes, new subscribers. Big shout out to US Entertainment again. Love the swag. Thanks for the screening. Looking forward to another one.
Yes.
And many, many more. Until next time. Peace.